morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've got another one of those amazing rare Pokemon to talk about. I am so happy these are back. Even though they're super awkward and kind of annoying, I still think they're really awesome, cool cards. I'm still a huge fan of them. And if nothing else, I want to collect amazing rares. I really want to collect these amazing rares. They are some of the most beautiful cards we've seen. I am a gigantic fan and I absolutely love them. But is Yveltal any good? Well, our translation comes from lovely Antoine Boulet, and starting off, we've got 110 HP, which is honestly kind of disappointing because for a very long time, every Darkness deck used Yveltal from X and Y, and that had 130, and that was years ago. Never mind. Retreat cost of 2 does give free retreat with Air Balloon, which is pretty gosh darn nice. Resistance to fighting is good because, you might be playing this in an Eternatus deck because it's a Darkness Pokemon, so it's rather lovely that you can have a resistance rather than a weakness. You are weak to lightning, and that means that Pikachu and Zekrom decks and Pikachu V Max decks, etc. will be going after you. But honestly, about the only thing is it will make Boltund slightly easier to KO you because most of those Pokemon that are being played in lightning decks are getting pretty easy one-hit KOs anyway, so I wouldn't worry your pretty little head about it. As for being a Darkness Pokemon, you would be hitting weakness on Dragapult. But firstly, no one's playing Dragapult right now, and secondly, it's not relevant. We'll get there in a minute. You do have Black Market Prism Star, so if you've got a Darkness Energy attached, you actually don't give up a prize, which is kind of ridiculous. And you do have a couple of really nice options for retreating. Hiding Darkness Energy will get you out of the active rather easily. It gives you free retreat because you're a Darkness Pokemon, so that's quite nice. And then you've got Dark City that gives basic Darkness Pokemon free retreat. And you very much are a basic Darkness Pokemon. So you know what? If nothing else, you are going to be able to get out the active. Yay! Oh yeah, but there's a really good attack here. What the attack does for 1 fire, 1 psychic, 1 darkness, and 2 colorless energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I said this quite a lot in my Kyogre video. I'm going to say it again here. This is a phenomenal attack. This is ridiculous. An automatic, instant, one-hit KO on anything. What's that? Centiskorch VMAX? 320 HP that gives up free prizes? What's that? It's got 4 heat fire energy to give it an extra 80 HP. What's that? It's got a big charm that gives it an extra 30 HP. So it's actually got 430 HP. Yeah, instant KO, free prizes. This attack cost is just ridiculous. But it's worth it. It is absolutely, definitely worth it. Now, if you're playing against a single prize deck, might I suggest not trying to power up Yveltal Amazing Rare? It's not going to work. You are not going to trade 1 for 1 with this Pokemon. The attack cost is ridiculous. Don't be that dumb. If, however, you're against a VMAX deck or a tag team deck and you're trading 1 for 3 prizes, and there is a lot of that around at the moment, do it, 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 do it. Now, the thing is, there's no downside to this attack. The attack says your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. There's no you can't attack next turn. There's no discard 4 energy attached to this Pokemon. There's no this Pokemon does 110 damage to itself. Nothing. There is no downside to this attack once you get it rolling. So even more so than I said in the Kyogre video, if this Pokemon comes out, you have got to KO it. because it will guarantee to take a prize every single turn until you do. Now, as a fun little side note here, there is absolutely no way this attack name stays the same when it gets translated. The lovely Antoine Boulet has told us it is literally called, like the Japanese attack name is literally Amazing Death. There is no way we are getting an attack in English called Amazing Death. That is way too dark even for Yveltal. And actually, while we're here, it is worth pointing out that Yveltal GX is extremely reminiscent of this Pokemon because it had the GX attack Doom Count GX. It saw a lot of players are one of in a bunch of decks because if you could get exactly 4 damage on a Pokemon and the combination of Galarian, Zigzagoon and Obstagoon, exactly 4 damage counters, you got an instant one-hit KO on a basic Pokemon for a single energy, but that was a GX attack limited to once during your game. This is not as easy to pay, so what are we going to do? Well, the good news is there is a fire energy there and there are 2 colorless energy, so Welder becomes a pretty nice option. You're not getting all 5 in one go with that, but at least you can go ahead and use Welder, and that's quite nice. That will get you free of your energy in one turn. Now, of course, being a basic non-GX Pokemon, you can use Turbo Patch, and the attack cost here is so dumb, I really do think you need to play 4 Turbo Patch and just cross your fingers. Psychic and Darkness are not particularly easy to accelerate, unfortunately, which is a little bit sad. But you've got Turbo Patch, and you've got Welder, and that's a pretty good start. Obviously, Porygon Z is a really nice option here. Lets you attach as much special energy during your turn as you like, and you can use stuff like Aurora Energy, and you can even take advantage of Draw Energy here. You know, there's 2 colorless energy in the attack cost, so that'll let you draw a card when you attach it. So this will absolutely work in a Porygon Z deck, and these amazing rares this time round are way better than the ones we saw in Legendary Beat. And I do think Porygon Z decks, it's so sad that we lost Rainbow Energy and we lost Unit Energy to the rotation, because if you could play Porygon Z with 4 Rainbow Energy, 4 Aurora Energy, and a whole bunch of Unit Energy, although sad times, all of these Fire, Psychic, and Darkness, they're actually all on different Unit Energy, which in a way is kind of impressive. But you know, certainly in Expanded or in Japan where they've still got these, I think Porygon Z would be amazing with these new amazing rares. And certainly we don't have as much good special energy in Standard now. We've basically just got Aurora Energy and then a bunch of specific ones, which will still be fine. They'll still work, just nowhere near as good as having 8 different energy that can provide anything. The fact of the matter is you're going to work for this attack. You are absolutely going to work for it. You're going to be using Turbo Patch. You're going to be using Welder probably. There's other weird tricks that you can do. So, you could use Tapu Koko to get a lightning energy on there. You could use it with something like Zacian and either use Zacian's ability Intrepid Sword or use Metal Saucer and then go ahead and use Energy Switch. And these are awkward things. What you really need here is Welder and Turbo Patch and your opponent not to play a boss's orders before you get it rolling. Because the problem is this is so awkward, and in Standard we don't have great options. Your opponent will a lot of the time be able to boss's orders and KO it before you're up and rolling. You need basically a turn where you hit Welder double Turbo Patch and then you're rolling. Or you need to play it in a Porygon Z deck where it will absolutely work. Because even using something like Jirachi Amazing Rare. Now, Jirachi Amazing Rare in and of itself is awkward enough. It's got the rather lovely attack. Now, it does cost a Psychic Fighting Metal, and you'll notice only one of them crosses over with Yveltal, so cheers for that, Jirachi. But you search your deck for up to 7 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So you would essentially start building up 2 or 3 Yveltal on the bench, but your energy line is going to be messed up if you're trying to do this with Jirachi. Do remember that Yveltal does have 2 colorless though, so it can work. Maybe in a Jirachi deck, and your opponent is going to boss his orders, but again, what you would essentially do is do like 2 to 1 Yveltal, 2 to another, 3 to a third, and then you would try and Welder and Turbo Patch after that. You wouldn't just put 5 on one Yveltal and invite your opponent to boss's orders. That would be silly. Now, of course, if we head into the expanded format, I could not love this anymore. Because in the expanded format, we've got Welder still, and we've still got Turbo Patch, but we've got 2 other cards which are going to make this legitimately consistent. Firstly, we've got Dark Patch. Lets you attach a Darkness energy from your discard pile to a bench Darkness Pokemon. And we've got Max Elixir, which lets you look at the top 6 cards of your deck, find a basic energy, and attach it to a basic Pokemon on your bench. Bearing in mind we've got Oranguru nowadays, so you can put an energy on top of your deck right before you play Max Elixir and absolutely guarantee it. I mean, while we're here, Ether. Ether's a card a lot of people forget about. Now, Ether only attaches to one of your Pokemon if there's a basic energy on top of your deck, but again, Oranguru will guarantee it. And in Expanded, between Welder, Turbo Patch, Ether, Max Elixir, and Dark Patch, this should work. In Expanded, this is a genuinely legitimate thing you can make work. And incidentally, right, in Expanded, I'm going to make an amazing rare Expanded deck because we got so many dumb items that can make it work. In Standard, I have big reservations about this Yveltal. Real big reservations about this Yveltal. I don't know how we're going to pay it. I've given you a bunch of options, none of them are great. Now I do, before we finish here, need to acknowledge Trumbeak, just so people think I haven't forgotten about it. I don't mind, I like Trumbeak generally as a Pokemon. Trumbeak as a Pokemon is cool. You evolve into it, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, any basic energy you find, boom, attached to your Pokemon. You've got Oranguru to guarantee you've got an energy on top of your deck. You've got Scoop Up Net to reuse the ability. But it's a lot of cards in your deck. I think Yveltal might be the best one to use it with, purely on the basis that it's such an awkward attack cost in Standard. You need all the help you can get. I just worry that playing an extra stage 1 line with the Scoop Up Nets and everything else might be a bit too much when you're already struggling because it's a bit awkward. In Expanded, they are great. But we're not in Expanded a lot of the time. I don't know. This is still a great card. I'm giving it 5 Wassies, and I'm sure that's way too expensive and meh. As far as I'm concerned, it's phenomenal in Expanded, and this is an attack that you've got to try and make work. And maybe this is going to be one of those videos I look back on and just feel dumb for giving 5 Wassies to a card that any idiot could see you're never going to get powered up. I'm cool with it. I would, however, like to know what you think about it and whether you think you're going to be able to power it up. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassie, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.